And we are live. Hello, buddies. I know today is a special schedule. Today is books episode, but there are a few exceptions. So we made a trip last weekend. So I thought we'll do the first ever live stream for MaddiE's trip report. So previously I've edited and then uploaded to YouTube. So all the trips. So this is the first ever episode that I am doing live. I thought I'll walk through where all I've been, where I stayed, how was the experience, what kind of weather was there, and I thought you can interact with the viewers as well. So that's the main reason going live for MTR as well. I think. Except short movies, now we have done live stream for every other category, which is really good. So yeah, so before we jump into this MTR episode 15 Kotagiri trekking trip, I want you to look at the next movie's poster. So those who are following Instagram would know this poster was released in Instagram already, but for YouTube viewers, I'm showing you for the first time. So I shot a movie. Could you believe it? Like I shot a movie on a moving bus. Like we were traveling in a TT tempo traveler, and then there was this beautiful concept given by this guy. Nihal. So he was a trekking guide and coordinator, and it was a good concept, and it can be shot in like 2 minutes, and I mean 2 to 5 minutes in the inside the bus. So we did that, and I really loved shooting this. We did it in like one whole take, almost like 1.5 minutes continuous shots, and then the third take we finished it, and everybody acted naturally because they were not doing anything and I mean artificially, right? So I just told them to do whatever they want, and everybody in the trek actually acted. So I've never done this before. It's the most craziest thing I've ever done in a trip. So you don't miss this movie. It's gonna release today, this week's Wednesday at 6:22 p.m. It's called Life's a Moving Bus. It's a very beautiful movie. I've already finished editing, and it has come out better than I had visualized. I love this movie actually. So I have put it under the experimental shorts category because it's like you shot on a moving bus with a different concept. I thought it should be under experimental shots. So do look forward to it. Stay tuned. And hi, David Wilson. Hi, Adarsh. I'll You can keep asking questions as the episode progresses. I'll try to answer you. I'll walk through the episode as well. Yeah, don't miss out this movie. It's releasing this Wednesday, 6:22 p.m. IST. And let's jump back to, yep. So last Saturday Sunday I went to Kotagiri trekking trip. So Kotagiri is a set of hills, right? A lot of hills there in that place. So we simply call it as Kotagiri Hills, and it's near Ooty, a very famous and popular tourist location in Tamil Nadu, state of India. So I've been there with BMC, and I want to show you. In pre-edited videos, I can't show you this, but I'm showing you this. So I booked this trip through bmcadventures.com. So they are called Bangalore Mountaineering Club. So they do predominantly trekking trips. So Kotagiri trekking trip is one of them. As you can see, you have all the information that you need, itinerary and things to carry, inclusion. So do look at not only Kotagiri trek, they have a lot of the treks inside Karnataka, in Ooty, I mean in Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and every other place in India. Please do check it out. So that's how I got a good trip here. Yep, I created a video. So let's watch that video. There's no music, okay? So I've put raw videos, I've edited them, I mean edited in some, I've synced up them, and I'm just gonna show you that with some, no music, no background music. It's gonna be raw sound from the clips. Let's watch that. This is the place where we stayed. Let me just check the sound. Okay, you get the sound. Uh, a lot of live chat viewers: Adarsh, Vaishnav, David Wilson. Thank you so much. So that's the tempo traveler that we traveled, and this particular homestay is called Sparrow's Nest. It's just near Catherine Waterfalls. You can see the board there. It's like 10 minutes from here, Catherine Waterfalls. That's because you have to walk, and it's very nearby. This is where we stayed, and these are the rooms. It was really good. pretty good, I would say. It had around maybe six or seven small bedrooms, so we kind of shared with one other person, and obviously there were separate rooms for girls. So yeah, so the owner of this homestay is actually art designer for movies, you know. And this goat, please remember this goat. It has a we had a interesting incident in the trek during the trek with this goat. So yep, remind me about this goat. Yeah, the owner of this homestay is actually an art designer for movies. So he has this old, very old models of what do you call it, telephone, and it was, you know, fascinating to look at them. So I think they are listed under the government accredited homestays. So yeah, it was really good. So these are the small rooms I was talking about. So we reached around 5:30. So we took a nap until 7, and then we got up and got ready. So there were birds. So these birds you will not see in the cities. So if you are in town or villages, you may get to see them. But I was seeing it. I mean, I just saw them, and it was really surprising to see them because you don't get to see them in cities. I feed birds, so I know. I mean, I do not know much, but I know like pigeons and some other birds I've seen in my terrace, but not these birds. Yep, this is when the trek started. I started taking montages. I collected a lot of video clips during this trek. I loved it actually. So it was mostly these kind of landscapes, you know, coffee plantations, and you're walking inside them. And yeah, thanks to the weather, it was a very pleasant weather. During the first off until 12 or 1 o'clock, we didn't had any rain. It was just cloudy, and the disadvantage was in a viewpoint we didn't have any view, so it was fully cloudy. But we had some view in the second viewpoint, so that was good. So this is how actually it felt. No rain, very cloudy atmosphere, and you're walking through the plantations.
Don't man. I'm saying I
Yeah.
have that Lichophobia.
So there actually it's a monsoon trek, right? So there's a problem that you'll get a lot of leeches. I forgot to bring my Dettol spray, so it was really difficult. I didn't capture any videos, but there were a lot of leeches on my shoes, and we had to stop. This is a bison, so we spotted like 5 6 times. This is a wild bison. It's common to spot them, but during day it's actually very rare. So somehow we spotted them more than twice.
Yeah.
What are you doing in my area, people?
Even if you make it half, it will become low. Yeah, there were these beautiful. Yeah, and we walked through these homes. You know, very good. They are actually lucky, right? So they live among the nature.
One of my friends junior, okay? They're all at one.
Oh, like, are you talking about like IDP's sessions, something?
I don't know about that, but they
We were around 11
sessions or
people,
something for
so
network.
it was not a lot of participants. Also, very few participants. It was moderate, so we enjoyed it actually. Because if there are a lot of participants, you know, like 15 20, the trekking duration may get delayed, you know. We have to wait for few people, and the trial will be long. Some people may take rest now and then, so it tends to get longer. But since our group was just 11, we could do it easily and quickly.
Yeah, it's quite new. Where do you stay though?
So this is one of the pit stops that we took in the middle of the road. Photo point. People are taking photos. I'm not a photo freak, so I capture only the nature because I want to make a travel log, right? So this was, I don't know where I took this, but it was like floating in clouds when I see now. I'm not sure it was in the road or some other place. It's actually, when I see now, it's like floating in the clouds. Yeah, and we had to walk 100 or 200 meters on the road. So this was that. And you can see this is actually mist, not clouds, mist flowing through. This is the viewpoint that I was saying. So this is actually a viewpoint, but we are not able to see anything because of the clouds. You see everywhere it's covered with clouds and mist. So if it was a summer or some other season, we would have definitely seen the town of Ooty and Kotagiri. You can hear the sound, right? Wind sound. This was during maybe 12 to 2, almost afternoon. It started raining around 2 o'clock, I guess. So that was also a good experience.
They want to go from here and see. Again, they should come back.
This is the other viewpoint. So we were able to see clearly. You can see town of Kotagiri, Ooty, and lot of hills. This viewpoint is really good. And there was this fruit. I don't know the name in English. It's called Navapalam in Tamil. Small black fruits. Very tasty. I was picking them. I'll show you the video. That video is there, I guess. Yeah, that's the tree. Everyone was picking. Yeah, this viewpoint was, this is the one. So you can see that small fruits. These are, what do you say, natural fruits. The bigger ones are hybrid, but these are natural. That is me actually. There were no streams actually, so this was some place where we stopped for having lunch. Yeah. So I showed you a picture of this goat written conserve. We had to conserve these goats because they are it had to be protected. But this was a really aggressive goat, and I was having a combat with it. So I don't know. After eating this rice that we had given them, it started coming and battling with us. Yeah, this was in the afternoon, raining. One more bison.
A tree.
Bison now.
You can go. I am zooming.
So this last stretch was walking in the road. So it was not inside the plantations or forest. So no trouble of leeches. It was just drizzling, and I really enjoyed. And this is the waterfalls, Catherine Waterfalls. We were lucky to go in the same day, evening around 5 o'clock. We went there. I think we spent around half an hour to 45 minutes. I dipped in, and it was a very good time. I didn't add any videos because we had to keep the mobile phones away. This was a giant caterpillar, and it was so huge. People who were living there itself was not sure whether it's a caterpillar or some other worm or some other species different completely. And yeah, it was so huge. Maybe if you're looking at in this screen space, you may not realize how big it is, but when I saw it, I got kind of freaked out, okay, and it's kind of white in a white painted door, so you can't recognize it unless you look closely. So nobody else saw it. I was the one who saw it, and when I showed to people, they got freaked out also. It's very big, you know. Leech is blood sucking worm. Attai, they say in Attai in Tamil. So it will be like very thin, but when it sucks blood, it will be like this. You would have seen in Commando, Arnold will be picking it from his skin after coming out of the river. So that is Leech. This is Campfire. We played Mafia and some other games. It was good.
And they wanted people like before
Won't
June.
that be a problem in all your records? In every record, it
Every record will be the same.
one.
This is second day morning, Sunday morning. There was a small viewpoint near the homestay. We went there as well. I mean, it's like 2-minute walk from the homestay. I found a jackfruit tree, lemon tree, and some other fruit. I think I forgot the name of it. Yeah, birds again. If you go closer, they'll fly away. So I had to stay away and zoom in and record. I've taken, I think, maybe hardly 2 minutes. Yeah, this is the viewpoint that was near the homestay. And you can see the waterfalls there. It's hidden by the trees and shrubs, but you can still see. And this was another, just the side view. The next day morning.
See, conceptualized by Maddie, taken by Sisti. You wanna go?
Yeah, I should do it. This is so second day morning we went to this coffee and tea factory. So I mean not coffee, chocolate and tea factory. So this is chocolate manufacturing process.
These pods are proven processing center. Chocolate is a preparation of roasting of cocoa bean, breaking the cocoa beans and winnowing the dust kernels, the dust and particle, and further
This is the ground floor is chocolate factory. I mean the chocolate floor, and the top floor is tea factory. So these are tea leaves kept for drying, and yep, you can see this is tea processing. So you're not allowed inside. So there's a glass window through which you can look at it. We had samples, okay. So samples are free. They gave chocolate samples and tea. A lot of teas were there. Black tea, ginger, white tea, something, chocolate tea. So many. We took samples. So this is I think the border between Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, Bandipur Road, and I forget this Mudumalai. I think not Mudumalai. It's on the same stretch. So we saw some deers and I think a rare variety of squirrel, giant squirrel, and elephant. Yep. So that's the videos. Now let's move on to photos. I have some photos as well. I can show them. But let's look at. Did you taste those chocolates? Yeah, obviously dark chocolate. I tasted dark chocolate. Others tasted every other category. So they gave samples like one chunk of chocolate in every category. So our coordinator collected everything and he was distributing it. So I tasted dark chocolate. It was very what do you say? It had more sugar. So dark chocolate usually tastes bitter, but I think they added more sugar, so it was sweet. So the difference between milk chocolate and dark chocolate was not. I was feeling like I was having a milk chocolate. And then tea, I took sample of some white tea and black ginger tea. So black ginger tea was good. Others tasted other teas as well, but I don't drink milk teas. So yeah, it was good. It was good experience looking at them and getting samples, free samples. And there was some shopping arena nearby, so I shopped some keychains as well. And yeah, attai, leech in Tamil is attai. So it's basically an insect, not insect, worm. It looks very thin. I think in our, I'll show you. I have already captured that leech in one of the treks. That's the reason I didn't capture it. It is disgusting, okay, and I kind of have this lichophobia. So I think let's see. I'll show you. Bandajay, right? Bandajay Arabi Tech. Yes, this is the one. And it was meadows everywhere. Yes. Or yes. Socks. You can just. I had taken a video, not sure. It's okay. I'll come back to it. Yeah, but leech is a blood sucking worm. So after that, after it sucks blood, it grows bigger. So make sure that you flick it or you remove it by putting salt. If you apply it at all, it's prevention. It will not come. But salt is like cure. Like if once it's on your skin or shoe, you put salt, it'll die actually. So that's how you take it off, or you have to just flick it. So my lichophobia is gone after this trek. So I was really paranoid about leeches, but after this trek, I think if you see after the first stretch of trekking in my shoes, I had around 10 to 15 leeches. I was like flicking. So I would say, and also I was like pulling out leeches from others' legs and throwing it away. So I kind of felt that disgusting leech's body. So I would say that leechophobia is gone. I think there's a word, right? So I have to remember this word. Fear of leeches. What is this called? It's a hard word. Let's see. Can anyone control D? Control D. Lichophobia. Lichophobia. So I have this, but I had this, but now I don't have. Yeah, this is where we stayed. Sparrow's Nest Cottage. This is an ad. They don't sell these honeys, but just an ad. Yeah, I can show you. This was on day one, sun rising, and this is actually in a bigger screen. You can see that it's clouds, but when you see it in mobile, it looks like a river. I can see the clouds are like shores and the sky is like a river. If you see it in mobile, it is like illusion. This is moon. I kind of zoomed it 15x with my iPhone 13 Pro Max, and this world map. It is good to see a world map, right? I love world maps. And birds, cloud, basically whatever you saw. This is the group actually. We had so many group pictures, so this is the first group picture we took. Selfie. I started with a selfie. Nobody actually looked at the camera. See. Yeah, this is a group. So we had 11 people from our trek, and there were three other guys who came alone, and they joined with us during the trek. And yep, this is that road pit stop where people were taking pics, photo point. This is our group, BMC group, 11 people. You can see. So this guy was the trekking lead, Nihal, and this was our native lead, guide. So he works with different groups, so he usually guides them during the treks for every weekend. So you would have done it like 100 plus times. And he's a documentary filmmaker, so it was nice meeting him. Kannan is the name. Yeah, I remember. So yeah, definitely I'll go to Kotagiri again in a different season. Yeah, see, we are taking like so many pictures at this point. This is like during the trek. Where am I? Yeah, I'm here. This is during afternoon when it's just before beginning. So this was some stone path. It was really good walking along it. Yeah, we had these flowers everywhere. I was like almost for every 10 minutes I was kind of making a bouquet with them. Yeah. So you can just go for a relax. It's not really a trek. So it's easy trek, but it's a lot of what do you say? It's a best relaxation trip. So you can see most of the landscape is coffee plantation, and these hills you just have to look at them and you'll be mesmerized. It's that kind of trek. These guys had only one jacket and they were trying to use it for three guys. Bison. This was the last stretch of road where we were descending. This was the phone I told you. Nowadays you can't find it. So the homestay owner, as I said, he was an art designer for movies, and he used to help out directors from Hindi and different other North Indian. They come for shoot here, right, Nilgiri. So he arranges properties like this. So this is not actually the property, but he has other place where he has all those properties for periodic films and 1980s and 90s kind of films. This is the caterpillar. I took a moon again. This is second day morning. I was just walking out. Yeah, this is the caterpillar. I had a video of it moving, but I think it's a portrait video, so I didn't put it on my system. And this is second day morning. You can see the final group photo just outside the homestay on looking Catherine Waterfalls boat. Yeah, we took a lot of pictures. Okay, I was the one who was taking it, so I'm not there. I'm wondering where am I. Yeah, this is me with the native guide Kannan, and this is the homestay owner. This is the chef. We had awesome and delicious food. It was like home food. So I enjoyed it. So everybody liked the food and the homestay. So this is one photo I took with them. This is the chocolate and tea factory. Yep, after that I got bored and tired of clicking pictures, so I stopped, and that's the agenda actually. After chocolate factory we returned to Bangalore, so we didn't have anything. Yes, that's much about it. Do you have any questions? I'll answer them. So I've answered, do you taste chocolates? Those chocolates, I tasted them. So I have fear with trypophobia. Can you explain it? What is it? I would like to learn. What is that phobia? Trypophobia. Is it like you don't want to try something new? And others has said that I am also not like to take more photos, but his sister and mother will always take photo trips. That's good actually. Some people like to take pictures when it's a good place and they want to be in it, but some people don't like. I'm that category. I just want to capture the nature. I don't want my photos. Actually, even in this group photos, I usually don't smile, okay? And I never pose for photos with anyone. So I'm like that guy. And this view is nice, bro. Yeah, the second viewpoint had good views, and we spent like 10 minutes sitting down, relaxing, picking those fruits. Those fruits were really tasty and savory. And yep, I don't think any other question is there. Yep. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It's the first time I'm coming live for a MTR episode, and I'm really happy. I'm gonna do that again and again because it saves a lot of time. I have to edit it, put music, upload it. So instead of that, I can just simply gather all the videos and show you like this and explain where all I went and how it felt, what kind of experience I had, what was the weather, and whom all I met. So a lot of things I can do like this. So I love this live stream for MTR as well. So I'm going to continue it. So from episode number 15, I can say that MWM goes live for all MTR episodes, right? Yep, and I'll try to take more videos whenever I go for trip, and I'll explain you in detail what is the place and what are the special. So I want to tell you the reason why it was named Catherine Waterfalls. So I read it in Wikipedia that one of the British, commander or the higher authority guy who was living there, his wife's name was Catherine Waterfalls, and they had named it because of that. She used to go there regularly, and that's why it was named as Catherine Waterfalls. It has another name which the regional folks call it, but I am not sure. So we have to. I'll just please check in Wikipedia. So I was curious why it was named Catherine Waterfalls, because it's in India, but the name is British. So that's why I have searched that thing. Then those images make me fear. Oh, okay, I'll do it separately. I want to see what is that phobia. Yeah, so I will take more videos. So I was really happy trekking this trip because I took a lot of videos which I have not done for last 3-4 episodes, last 3-4 trips as well. I just took some less than 5 or 4 minutes video montages. So for this trip, I had taken around 12 to 20 minutes. If you see the video runtime is 12 to 13 minutes. So I really was impressed because I want to do it like that, 10 or 15 minutes long montages. Yeah, you're gonna get raw sounds, the clips from the recordings, the nature sounds, not no background music anymore. I'm gonna be sitting and explaining you where all we went, what is that place, how was the view, how was the weather. That makes more sense, and I can get to interact with people like you guys who are watching. So thank you so much for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And before we sign off, I just want to remind you that this Wednesday we are releasing our next movie, the weekly movie. It's releasing at 6:22 p.m. Life's a Moving Bus, and this was shot while returning to Bangalore. The concept was given by Nihal, trekking coordinator, BMC trekking coordinator, and everybody who trekked, who were the participants, they acted in this movie. And yeah, look forward to it. It's a very good, happy feeling movie. And it's kind of anyone will relate. Whoever watches this movie will relate to it. That I am definitely sure. So it's a good concept given by Nihal, and we luckily shot it beautifully without any hiccups, and everybody acted naturally because they just have to be themselves. So yeah, do look forward to it and stay tuned. Very soon, it's probably tomorrow night after this Watch Dogs 2, we'll go for live stream, right? So it's usually on Tuesdays, Watch Dogs 2. So after that, I'll schedule it for premiere. Look forward to it, okay? And please share it with your friends, because this is going to be a very beautiful movie, that I'm sure, right? And thank you so much. Be aware of the road. It's a nightmare for me, okay? And I like your experience. Thanks for sharing. Yep. Thank you, Vaishnav Shivaganesh. I think more people will like watching this kind of episode, coming live and explaining about the trip instead of just uploading a video about the trip with some background music. I think this is more useful, and you can ask questions right away, and I can also show you. So I've shown you that if you're in Bangalore, so you have this BMC Adventures, Bangalore Mountaineering Club, and I hope these kind of trek organizers exist in every other city. And if you're in Chennai, or if you're in Hyderabad, or if you're in Delhi, you're gonna get a lot of trekking organizing groups like this. Please do search in Google. And if you're a solo trekker or solo trip goer, you don't need any friends. If your friends are busy, what do you say? If you want to travel yourself without any expectation or dependency, you can go with these kind of trek organizers. They'll take you, travel is done, taken care, and food is taken care, and safety is taken care. So I prefer undergoing treks and trips like this with trek organizers. So yeah, wherever you are, you would find them. So do Google it. And yep, go out of home. That's what I say. Not always. Now and then, be connected with nature. That's all you can do. And if you're living in village or town, it's more good, because you're actually living your daily life with nature. So cherish every moment. Talk to nature. That's all I can say. So I'm living in a city, so I have to do these kind of trips and treks to get connected with nature. So cherish every moment in life. Be connected with nature. That's my message. I don't want to speak a lot, give philosophical advice. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and stay tuned for the movie. We'll tomorrow, Watch Dogs 2, live gaming. We'll continue the gaming, and yeah, probably we'll try to finish it off tomorrow. Right. Thank you guys. Thank you for all the live chat viewers, Vaishnav, Shivaganesh, Adarsh, GS, and David Wilson. I'm not sure where you're from. I would like to know more about you. Maybe in next live stream, please tell me where you're from. Let's get connected. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. Bye bye. I gotta go.